Hello folks, my name is Andre, and today I'll be discussing my paper about turnover intentions, job satisfaction, and the absence of positive affect. First, I'd like to get some basic terms out of the way. Turnover intentions are the intentional self-reported desires by workers to leave their current jobs. Job satisfaction are the feelings and attitudes towards one's job, which can be negative or positive. Lastly, positive affect are the positive emotions that are found within the workplace. Okay, now that we know all of these, let's talk about the problem. So I work as a server in a very busy restaurant in a very busy business complex. And so as a team, we have about 30 servers with 4 managers. Now, being in the restaurant business, I've learned that a job there is very flexible. Flexible in the sense that you can come and you can quit. A lot of people just join for about 3 months and they quit in order to make ends meet. And so because of that, there's a constant flow of new management and workers. And so same thing as the workers who come and go, management can also come and go. Because of that, leadership styles may collide. I mean that because if, let's say, we've had the same 4 managers for about a year and a half, if 2 or 1 of those managers quits and we get new management, the leadership style specifically of the new manager may be different than the previous manager. Now specifically in my case, that's exactly what happened. Managers, who I shall call for this case A and S, came respectively about, I want to say 7 or 8 months ago, and they have totally different managing style than the previous managers. Now you may ask yourself, where's the problem? Obviously, there are various effective and ineffective leadership styles. However, managers A and S, first, they do not reward employees for achievement. They also do not acknowledge progress, and they instill fear and conflict. If someone messes up during a rush hour, which happens all the time in my restaurant, instead of just moving past it and forgetting about it, they may threaten their employees and may say, oh, you shouldn't be doing this, blah, 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 and then punish them by taking shifts away from them for the next week. Now, this results in poor job performance because, honestly, at this point, nobody really wants to come into work. Everybody needs the money, but nobody really enjoys work anymore. Also, because of that, job satisfaction decreases. We're not as content as we were before managers A and S were in a restaurant. There's also obviously higher observed and reported turnover intentions. I can't tell you, myself included, I can't tell you how many times I hear people say, I hate this job, I want to quit, this sucks, and your typical job problems. Lastly, there's also an absence of positive affect. We're not really happy being in the workplace. The atmosphere that has been created because of managers A and S is very dreadful, very bleak, and it's just not fun to work anymore. Now, taking a step back, let's talk about the textbook theories. Again, I just want to reiterate how voluntary intentions are the deliberate decisions by workers to leave their current organizations versus being laid off or fired. So a study by Griffith et al. Showed that low levels of job satisfaction equals higher rates of employee turnover, and a study by Trevor et al. Showed that if employees do not receive rewards, they will also exhibit higher rates of voluntary intentions. Now this means the voluntary turnovers are associated with lower levels of job satisfaction and the failure to provide rewards, which are both exhibited in my workplace. Next, negative job satisfaction and the absence of positive affect will cause higher stress levels, higher absenteeism rates, higher turnover rates, and will also obviously have lower satisfaction. Now all of this is exhibited in my workplace, and it means first that lower job satisfaction is associated, as I said before, with poor job performance and higher turnover intentions. If people are not satisfied with their job and are not very content, they won't have any motivation to do well in their job, therefore resulting in poor job performance. And if negative feelings towards the workplace exist, there will be more turnover intentions. Now next, I want to talk about the article I found. I found a study published in the Journal of Applied Psychology by Jennifer George and Gareth Jones. The purpose of the study was to examine the relationships and effects of job satisfaction, turnover intentions, and the organization's accessibility to attaining terminal values, which are basically the life goals that people strive to achieve, such as a comfortable life, exciting life, being financially independent, and so forth, and positive mood. This was a correlational study with survey questionnaires. The predictors were the scales of questionnaires: job satisfaction, value attainment, positive emotions, and turnover intentions. The criterion were the levels yielded of job satisfaction, positive emotions, value attainment, and turnover intentions. Now, what were the results? There was a moderate negative association between turnover intentions and job satisfaction. But what was most surprising is that job satisfaction and turnover intentions were strongest when levels of positive mood were high. Now, this may be due to that if there are positive moods within the workplace, the employees might have higher confidence and higher self-esteem. Now, employees therefore might consider alternatives more, but they may actually act upon them. Now, some solutions: having more effective communication, better management skills, which could be attained by renewing management training, rewarding and acknowledging employees for their achievement and progress, and increasing positive affect and job satisfaction overall could make the workplace more enjoyable and a better atmosphere. Alright, that is all. Thanks for watching.